It's time now for Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range. Coming up, it's the build-up to tip-off pregame show, presented by Cody Ace Hardware. You'll hear about today's matchups, updates about Cody High School athletics and around the state, and pregame interviews with both head coaches. Tip-off is moments away for Cody High School basketball. Now, sending you out to the court for today's games, here's the voice of the Bronx and Phillies, it's Wyatt Barichka.
And a good Friday evening to you, live from the Powell Gymnasium on the campus of Powell High School. It is the Bighorn Classic in Powell and Cali, and the Cody Bronx are going to play their final game of day one. Wyatt Barichka with you, McKenna, back in the studio, keeping this game on the airwaves on 103.3 FM and also online at myheartmountainradio.com. To stream the video coverage of this contest, just go to that website and click on the button that says Stream Cody High School Athletics. You can always join in on the chat. We want to let you know. We want to know where you're watching from tonight, as well as who are you rooting for. We want that, and we will give you a shout out on the broadcast. It is the Cody Bronx taking on the Cougars from Wind River in Fremont County, as it's currently up time now for your build-up to tip-off pregame show. It's presented by Cody Ace Hardware. It's your local home, lawn, and gardening care store. Make sure you see them at the Beck Lake Plaza today in Cody. Well, for the Cody Bronx, they survived an overtime thriller against the Thermopolis Bobcats. That final would be 55-49. The Bronx would outscore Thermopolis 7-1 in overtime, in the overtime period, to go 1-0. Thermopolis did finish their pool play a little bit ago, where they would go 1-1, defeating Wind River by a significant margin, and that's something that this game could set up as well for the Cody Bronx, as again Wind River is going to be seeking their first win of the season. And it's one of those years, you know, with small schools where numbers and sometimes the classes are just not there for certain teams, and, you know, it affects small schools in certain cases. As the final score in the the Glenbrook versus Burlington game was 80-50. And, you know, some schools just kind of go through that process. Wind River is kind of in one of those current seasons right now. We'll step aside. I do want to make sure we get this. We do get this Cody rundown that I caught up with all the sports from around the Cody High School athletics. We caught up with wrestling, swimming. I mean, all the sports you can think of, we were able to catch up with them. So with that, let's take a 60-second timeout. That Cody rundown is coming up next, and we'll preview more of this matchup. You're tuned in to Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We are back in 60 seconds.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
We begin our Cody rundown in alpine skiing, where both the Bronx and Phillies competed under the lights in Casper this past weekend. The Cody Phillies would have a top 3 placing, finishing 3rd in the team standings, while the boys took 6th. Alpine will have the weekend off, but will head to the mountain to get some crucial skiing time. Head coach Taylor Henson talks about the upcoming weekend and how big it will be for the team.
It's probably the most valuable thing we could ask for. So we just want them to acclimate to being outside, to being on snow. I mean, even if they're just up there free skiing, which we do give them a little bit of time just to go ski on their own, they're improving. They're working on the stuff. They're getting their body positioned correctly. It's muscle memory. And so if we want them to be good skiers, we just bare minimum need them to be in their ski boots on snow.
Joey Cresto, a sophomore for the Bronx Alpine team, reflects on the season up to this point, even though one meet has happened.
Well, I thought it went pretty well. Our team's still young and we're still growing a bit, but overall I thought it was a great race. The night part was a little bit more difficult. We got such a young team who's never skied nighttime at all, so it was hard keeping everyone warm.
Alpine skiing will have the weekend off before they're on the road in Laramie next Friday and Saturday. It's already a record season for the Cody Bronx swim and diving team, as Bronx diver Bryson Lang broke diving records this season and broke, well, his own records that he set the previous season. Bryson talks about breaking his record this season.
Oh, it was definitely a big achievement last year. Like, for the 6 dive record, I beat that by basically 1 point. So beating it by 60 points this year was pretty stellar. And then for my 11 dive record last year, I beat that by like 10 points, and I beat it last week by about 40 something points. So that was pretty crazy for me too. So it's pretty exciting.
Head coach Cammie Jackson also reflected on Bryson's record and showed there's more to the sport than the average eye can see.
So Bryson's definitely a fun athlete to coach. He's dove through middle school and on into high school, as well as he's attended some diving camps to get some extra time and experience on the board. Last year he did break 2 records that were from the early 90s, so 30-year-old records, which is telling you he's not the diver that comes around every day. So he's definitely been fun to coach this year. For most of these kids, diving when they come into it is completely different than stuff they've done before. They may have done flips on the trampoline or things like that. But there's learning approaches, and then in addition to that, there's also learning 5 different directions of dive. It's a lot to learn in a very short amount of time if they haven't done it before.
Cody swimming is in Whirlwind this weekend before going to 2 different meets the following weekend. Cody High School wrestler Trey Smith is a standout wrestler and has shown it throughout his high school career. He recently signed with Binghamton, which is a school on the east part of the United States. Smith talks about his college signing.
I signed at Binghamton, New York. One of their coaches came into the clinic here and he started coaching there, and he gave me a text one day and asked me to come visit, and from there I just worked out.
Cody wrestling is in Miles City this weekend in Montana. Nordic skiing is getting back on the skis after their break from competition. Cody only saw 1 day in Jackson last weekend due to weather. Ro Cartman, a freshman at CHS, talks about the transition from middle school Nordic skiing to high school.
Oh, well, the races are a lot different. There's like sprint races, and they're a lot harder. And the meets, you stay 2 nights. That's pretty fun doing that.
Nordic skiing has the weekend off, with some skiers going to Soldier Hollow before resuming high school competition in Lander next week. Check out the full interviews on our Facebook page, The Range 103.3. When we return from the break, we'll talk with head coach Jay McCartan. This is Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Interview right now with head coach Jay McCartan. So with that, we're going to send it to that interview right now on the Build Up the Tip-Off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Here's that conversation I had with Jay McCartan.
It's time for the pregame interview. Let's send it to Wyatt Barichka standing by with head coach Jay McCartan.
Head coach Jay McCartan of the Cody Bronx, and coach, overtime throw against this Thermopolis team. Just kind of a quick summary of this game and how you felt after it.
Well, I thought we talked about playing up to our standard, and I don't think that we had done that against Lovell, so that was kind of the focus today. And I thought we started the game really, really well, and jumped out to a 10-point lead. I thought we played really good defense, about 28-18 at half. I thought great first half. I thought the third quarter wasn't as great, but you knew they were going to make a run. They're a really good basketball team, so I was proud that they made the run, ended up taking the lead. Our kids answered, took the lead back, ended up going into overtime, and then had a decent 4-minute stretch in overtime where I thought we rebounded the ball really, really well, and that kind of sealed the deal for us.
How important is it for your team to kind of experience that kind of game, having to play some extra minutes to decide a game like that?
Well, I think it's important anytime you play in a close game against a good team, and that's a really good team. I think sometimes, they think, it's a 2A team, they're not that great. Thermopolis is really, really good. So I was pretty impressed with our guys. I thought our kids answered and did some good things, and obviously, you'd love to run away with every game you play, but that's just not how this game works. So I was proud of our guys. I thought they answered the bell and did a good job.
I know it's a quick recap, Coach, but let's transition into this particular game. A team that's been struggling this season. I mean, no way to sugarcoat it, but just what do you know watching part of the game that they've played against Thermop and kind of your approach to this one?
Well, I think one thing that I watched the game that Powell played against Burlington, and one of the things that Powell does really, really well, and from my perspective, is they don't play down to the level of their competition. They have a standard of by which they want to play that, and that's something that we've been stressing this week after our Lovell game. Like, we have a standard, we have to raise the standard, we have to meet that standard, and that's what my approach is with our guys, this afternoon is, we have to play to our standard, regardless of who we play. We have to play to our standard, and at that point in time, we'll see what happens, and hopefully, my hope is a lot of our younger guys will get an opportunity to play some varsity basketball today.
How awesome would that be? I mean, obviously, getting your guys a win is important, but you were mentioning getting maybe these young guys an opportunity. How cool an experience that will be for especially some of these young guys to get some extra varsity minutes tonight.
I think that's what they go out to, and make the varsity team for, is they want the chance to play, and we have a good group of seniors, we have a good group of juniors, and it's kind of trickling down where we've got good kids in every grade. So oftentimes, like right now, we're at a point in our program where we have a lot of juniors playing JV, and then next year as they become seniors, hopefully we'll have more juniors playing JV. So, that's the hope of building a program, and I think kind of we're on that track right now. So you always want kids to have an opportunity to go play, and sometimes in close games they don't get the opportunity to do that. So I'm hopeful today that we play up to our standard, and those guys get an opportunity to go in and play against varsity caliber kids. That's just the goal. So hopefully that can happen.
Perfect, Coach. That's a great way to wrap it up. Thank you for your time, and we'll try to talk to you after the game.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Big thanks to head coach Jay McCartan as we're working on some technical difficulties at the moment here, so we do apologize. We will get those fixed in just a moment, and there you go. We're back on the video side of things, and a big thanks again to Cody Ace Hardware to build up the tip-off pregame show. It was presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Quick look of how these two teams are on the season, and for Wind River, they compete they are scoring 34 points per game. They surrender just roughly 67 points per game. They do get out rebounded per contest. Opponents out rebounded Wind River 36-21, and turnovers. Wind River averaging 27 per game on the season. That's a number you don't like to see, but you're going to know why as this game progresses on, where this team is at. I mean, they got a couple of freshmen starting, and probably arguably one of the players that's their leading scorer is a freshman. So lots of development and lots of things to learn with this Wind River Cougars team. For the Bronx, 60 points per game they score. They surrender roughly 44. They turn it over roughly 11 times, and opponents will turn it over 17 times. They do out-rebound their opponents per game at 29-22. For Wind River, shooting-wise, they shoot roughly 28% from three, while opponents just shoot 23%. But inside the arc, it's a different story. Wind River, 42%. Opponents do outscore at 52%. Take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. We'll start with the Cody Bronx because we do not have the Wind River starters, unfortunately, to start. So with the Cody Bronx, it looks like this will be the same starting five. It will be led by Maddox Ball, Jackson Hazel, Trevor Spomer, Grady McCartan, and Parker Hine. With the head coach, Jay McCartan. Head coach, Jay McCartan. For the Wind River Cougars, it's going to look like this. It's number 0, Tanner Walker. He'll be followed by number 1, Jeffrey Strock. It is number 5. It is for David. Number 22, I believe, is who we got. Or 23, Kai Alati. I'm going to apologize for mispronouncing that. Alat in the E. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I might say it a couple of times before this broadcast ends. Also, to round up the starting lineup, it is also number 24, Darian Perry. That's a name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight. Wind River in their home whites. They are the home team in this contest with the purple numbers and the purple letters trimmed in black. Cody in their road blues with gold numbers, gold lettering on their uniforms. Max Ball in the center circle. He will take on Kai Alat. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Again, I do apologize if I mispronounced that name. Cody going to go from left to right, while Wind River goes from right to left. You're live on 103.3 KBEN. Cali Cody, as the Cody Bronx are on the air. They have the basketball to start this game, as the first shot there for Cody is off the mark. Cody getting a second chance, though, as Hine is going to fire it from three-point land. Going to leave it short on the front iron. Spower with the rebound. Second and third chance for these Cody Bronx to start this one off. Cody 1-0 in this tournament. A win for them will guarantee them to play the number 1 seed games tomorrow at 12:30 on here in Powell. They'll take on the winner of Powell and Glen Rock, as Maddox Ball will go in for the layup for 2. And the Cody Bronx are on the board. And the reason why I explain the 1s and 2s is because they do pool play here. That's why Thermopolis played Wind River earlier today. And Thermopolis 1-1 in their final game. Here is Perry now. He'll give it up now to Strock up the top. It's poked away. Cody trying to save it. And it's last touch by Wind River. It'll be a turnover for the Cougars in their first offensive possession. 6:59 as we've just played over a minute into this first quarter here on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com. It is Hazel at the top. He'll swing it over to McCartan. He's going to fire it from 3 as he knocks it in and good. And Grady McCartan, who had a great shooting day in the first game, now leads it off with a three-pointer. His first points of the contest. Taken away by Ball. He has a chance to throw this down, up and down. The Max Ball jams it in there for the two-hand jam, and it's now 7-0 in favor of the Bronx. Quickly out, 7-0. And you heard Coach McCartan said there's a chance if things go Cody's way, as there's another takeaway for Cody. He gives it up to McCartan as Spomer, and McCartan lays it up and in. There's a chance we're going to see the bench kind of come into this game and get some varsity experience in. But again, you got to play up to the standard, as Coach McCartan said, for these Cody Bronx teams. 5:52 left to play. It is 9-0 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. If you're on the video stream, that video scoreboard at the bottom is we're going to get a whistle. Foul on the Bronx as Trevor Spomer picks up his first. That is the case. Trevor Spomer with his first personal. He played with 4 in that first game and somehow managed to get all the way through. And that was the case for Maddox Ball and Grady McCartan. Both Spomer and McCartan played with 4 fouls in that second half, and they managed to stay in the game for the rest of the way, even in overtime action, as Wind River gets it off the inbound from the foul of Spomer. And at the top, it is Walker. Matched up there by McCartan defensively as Cody runs man-to-man defense. David to Strock. Strock is at the top, back to David on the right side. Hine with the defensive matchup. Now here is a swing as it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wind River, and the Bronx will create the Cougars' third turnover on the night. And again, Wind River in their second season under head coach. I want to make sure I say this name correctly. It's under head coach Mark Cross. In his second season with Wind River. Hine has it. He'll pump fake, give it up to Ball underneath the basket. Can't get the first one to go. Tries to go for a second one, but gives it off to Spomer instead. Hine in the paint. We'll look to kick it out. It's McCartan. He's at the three-point mark. Thought about a 3. Now give it up to Spomer. So we are 4:47 left to go. 9-0 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. McCartan will drive in, give it up now to Hine. Now he'll go baseline drive. Here is a shot that's up and somehow drops, and Parker Hine with his first point of the night. And again, Wind River has 3 on their bench, so the numbers for this Wind River Cougar squad is pretty thin, and the rest is pretty limited. As Perry played most of that game against Thermopolis, and Wind River will turn it over on their next offensive possession. And again, that has some freshmen playing, again, starting as well. Perry was one of those starters that is on this varsity team in his freshman season. So, again, this Wind River is getting better every day, and they just like to play the competitions. I talked with one of the assistants as Grady McCartan nails a 3. He's already got quick 8 points in this contest. It's 14-0 Cody with under 4 to play. Wind River next opportunity offensively sees David at the top, guarded by McCartan. Is again, Cody still running a defensive matchup. Now they'll switch their defense. As Spomer has it, he's going to go for the layup. Can't get that layup to go. And it is back to Wind River, as Cody did switch their defense to a 2-3 zone to create that turnover. Now Wind River resets with David at the top. Goes inside the arc. They'll save it. Now McCartan pokes it away. He has it now. McCartan will just go for the easy right side layup, and he has 10 in the ball game. Cody up 16-0 over the Wind River Cougars. We're going to see a couple of Bronx get set to check in. It is Trent Bauer and Nathaniel Pryor. You're also going to see Joshua Sowers and Wade Bauer check in. Gretchen McCartan is also in. They're going to just bring in a new 5, it looks like, for the Bronx. Shot there from Wind River is off the mark. First 3-point attempt, and then Cody with their first turnover of the night. 3 from Wind River hits the top of the backboard. Ball secures the rebound with 2:34 left to play. We still stand 16-0 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Hazel over the midcourt stripe. We'll give it off now to McCartan. McCartan to Hazel, back to McCartan. Now here's Ball in the free throw line. Now Hine will drive it. Nice dish off to Ball underneath. Ball spins in the paint. He'll put up the shot, and it hits the back iron and off the mark. Cody has taken 13 shots already to start this contest. Wind River with just one unofficially. Here's a kick up to David. Now he'll bounce pass it off to Strock at the top. Strock guarded by McCartan, loses it for a moment, but regains control to give it off to David. David getting double T, will turn it over. And here comes a fresh five for the Bronx. As again, Gretchen McCartan, Nathaniel Pryor, Trent Bauer, Wade Bauer, and Joshua Sowers are in. Parker is like, we're all coming off. Is that the case? Yep. And a fresh five in for the Bronx right now. Again, 16-0 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Bauer has it at the top. He'll give it off to McCartan. It's Cody right now just kind of playing pass around right now. Here is Trent Bauer for three. That one's going to be left short. And Wind River comes up with the rebound. I meant to say Griff McCartan, not Gretchen. I don't know why that name came up, so apologies for Griff there. And again, for the McCartan, especially head coach Jay McCartan. 1:09 left to play. Here is now Ted Zump, who is in for the first time. He'll put up a shot, and we're going to get a foul call on Sowers with 1:02 left to play next. Not Sowers. They're actually going to give it off to Trent Bauer. That'll be his first personal, team second. And at the free throw line is Tidzum. First free throw. He's going to hit the back iron and no good. Get one more free throw here. And the second free throw is off the mark, so we stay at 16 zip on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Bauer is going to give it off to Sowers. Sowers, left side, spins the paint, puts up the shot, hits the back iron, gets his own rebound. Second chance is up and good. Sowers with his first score. And it makes it now 18-0 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Under 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter of action from the Powell Gymnasium on the campus of Powell High School. Cody almost gets a turnover. Perry comes up with it. He'll put up a shot, and it goes in. And Wind River gets rid of that goose egg off their scoreboard. 18-2 now. Prior to Bauer. Left side, outside. As Wind River is bringing defense heavily. Now Wade has it, gives it up down to Pryor. Pryor drives in, has a lane, lays it up on the right side, and drops. He was our player of the game in the first game of the day after his 5 points. Felt like they were big in that first half. And here's a shot with the buzzer as time expires as the Cody Bronx, at the end of one, have a 20-2 advantage. Will step aside as the second quarter is underway. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Bronx put up 20 in the first quarter, only surrendering just 2. And your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard right now, it is the Cody Bronx 20, Wind River 2, and Wind River got it late in that first quarter of action. Wyatt Bridgeko with you live on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting station. Second quarter getting underway as the Bronx are looking to go 2-0 in pool play today. And again, this is the second to last game of the day as well for the Powell side of things. Cali has some games going on where Whirlwind, Lovell, Riverside, and Wyoming Indian are all over there as well. So second quarter action underway. Wind River basketball as they go right to left on your screen. It's last poked out by Pryor, and we will see Wind River just trigger it in again. Only 7 seconds to go off that clock. The final game of the day will feature Powell and Glen Rock, as both those teams are 1-0 to start pool play. Powell defeated Burlington earlier on the day, as Glen Rock just did the same thing moments ago, as that layup is getting good by Zane David. And Wind River gets the first score of the second quarter. 20-4 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. McCartan give it up now to Bauer. I should say Griff McCartan to be exact, as he has it. He'll quick fire three. It's in and out. Sowers gets the rebound. He'll spin as there's a contact on top of the head, but Sowers is the one who will get the score, and Perry appears to be okay as he took a shot there on the head, but not intentionally for Sowers. David will get a screen, gives it up now to David. So I just realized there's 2 Davids on my roster, so I apologize. We're going to see more Bronx check in here with 6:55 left to play. We're going to see Hatch. Here is that shot from for David is good. Parker Hines also going to check in. Finn Manley is also checking in on the next whistle. Long pass over to Pryor. Pryor passes inside to Sowers. Sowers was looking for Wade Bauer as that goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Bronx. The substitutions come in. We're going to see Jesse Hatch, Finn Manley, and Parker Hines check in. Is now the Bronx have used everybody on their bench today in this contest. 6:32 left to play, first quarter action. It is still the Bronx up on this one, 22-6. Hine inbounds it to Griff McCartan, goes in the paint, was looking to give it off to Manley, and I know Griff McCartan is wanting to get that one back. He is a freshman for this Bronx squad, as got a lot of JV minutes on the season early on, and has shown that as well against higher grade or teams with upperclassmen. There's a pass inside to Perry. It was the last touch by the Bronx, and Wind River is going to make a change as Jeffrey Strock is going to check back in. Is coming out is Zane David. Perry inbound. It is Strock who just checked in, getting the rebound. Now Perry, as Cody is showing man-to-man defense. Hyde almost pokes that away. Now we'll give it up to Strock. Right side outside, way up high. Yes, Hyde will, or excuse me, that is Wade Bauer comes up, gives it off to Jesse Hatch. Right side layup, that one too strong and out of bounds. It will go to Wind River. Nice opportunity for Jesse Hatch. Just couldn't get that one to go. A little too much on that shot. And a second chance for Cody was not available. Both teams with 5 timeouts as well. Nobody is elected to use a timeout as Hatch pokes that away. Comes up with it, and he travels with it as he picked it up and did a couple of feet. And head coach McCartan was giving a little chuckle there. 5:40 left to play, 22-6 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, the Bronx went to 6-3 after their overtime victory over the Thermopolis Bobcats, and Coach McCartan was praising that Thermopolis Bobcat team. Apparently, they only have one senior. As spoken away is Griff McCartan, looks to give it off to Hine, and that's going to be another turnover for Cody, but actually it will stay with the Bronx. Now, the Thermopolis team with just one senior, apparently, as Wind River will take a quick 30. We'll just keep it here as this broadcast is brought to you by State Farm agent Jen Talich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also, why not? Seatbelts save lives, so buckle up every trip, every time in your vehicle. And this Wind River team as well, I mean, they played all the way through, and these guys, I'm sure, are exhausted, especially with, again, the amount of players on their bench. They only have 8 players suited up, and I've only seen 7 play at the moment, as you see on your screen as well. Is again head coach Mark Kress is again the head coach for this Wind River team in his second season for the Cougars. They had longtime head coach Justin Walker move over to the girls' side. Like a team you're going to see here in a couple of weeks in Mountain View, where it's actually, instead of the girls, it was the boys, as Finn Manley with the shot on the inbound play. It's good. And Finn Manley with his first points. Griff McCartney comes up with a steal and gets it to go. And so Cody quickly with 4 quick points. And they lead now, I believe, 26-6. As Cody keeps it going. They'll make some substitutions again. As, again, plenty of opportunities for some of these younger players. Wind River will miss the shot. It's rebounded by Hatch. He'll give it up to now Griff McCartney. Quickly over the midcourt stripe, passes it off to Manley. Manley in the paint, pump fake once. He'll get a foul called, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. With 4:45 left to play, we'll see a substitution here as the foul will go against Ford David. He'll pick up his first. It is the team's first. And Manley makes the first free throw as well, making it now 27-6. Final free throw here for Manley. And again, Cody looking to go 2-0 in pool play as Manley goes a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Makes it now 28-6 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Back to Wind River. As Barry will make the slow walk over that Powell P with the claws on the logo. David will swing it over to Titzum. Back now to Jeffrey Strock. Titzum matched up there by Pryor as Cody still continuing to play man-to-man defense in this second quarter as we approach 4:19 left to go in the first half. Barry will back up. It's going to lose control of the dribble. Pryor comes up with it, gives it off to Hine. And we're going to have the shot waved off as we got a traveling call on the Bronx. That'll be unofficially their third turnover of the ball game. So we continue action here as the clock ticks up to 4 minutes in the first half. David's going to give it off now to Zane David. He will pull up for a mid-range jumper. It's off the mark. It's Trent Bauer who gets the rebound, giving it off now to his twin brother, Wade Bauer. Pryor all the way up to Bauer, now to Hine. Hine's going to take a nice pass and dish to Joshua Sowers for the score as Joshua Sowers has 4. 3:31 left to play now as making his way over the midcourt stripe. It is Perry. Now to Ford David. Here's a swing to Titzum. Cody continuing to play the Cody way. That's what Coach McCartney was talking about in the pregame interview. As that shot from Titzum from the elbow is good. We'll get not a whistle as, again, there's JV games going on the side of the bleachers that are on the left end. On our side, as the shot from Sowers is off the mark, and so when you hear a whistle, you think it might be with this game, but turns out that's sometimes not the case. Here is a David for 3, hits the back guy, and rebounded by Strock. He will put it up and back in after a spin move, and cuts the lead down to 20. And the River has scored 8 of their 10 points in this second quarter as Sowers gets it on the inside, up to Bauer, now swinging to Wade Bauer, now high, pulls it up for 3, hits the left iron, Sowers gets it, he'll spin and put it back up and in, and Sowers has got a couple of those on the night. He's done a good job with the boards as well, getting with the height advantage with the lineup that Wind River has on the floor. It's David now over to Ford David. Right side outside, gives it up top to Perry from the top with 2:05 to play. Will fire it for 3. Shots off the mark is Wade Bauer with the rebound. Quickly is Sowers. Euro stepping in for 2 and gets it. Bronx are going to have some players check in on the next whistle. So do the Cougars of Wind River with 1:42 left to go in the first half. Perry will travel with it, so that'll be a turnover for Wind River. Griff McCartney, Jesse Hatch, and Finn Manley are in the ball game. It will be Cody basketball after the Wind River turnover. 1:33 left to play as Griff McCartan has it up top. He has a lay. He's going to take it all the way right side and lays it in, and good. Griff McCartan with 4. And I'm apparently ahead on my score sheet for some reason. 36-10 now on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as we approach the final minute of the first half. It's been all Cody Bronx so far in this one. Inside pass is going to be a foul on Sowers, as it is Alantian who gets the foul, or will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. Sowers will pick up his first personal as the free throw. He's off the mark, and we stay with a 36-10. Final free throw off the mark. Sowers secures the board. It will give it off now to Wade Bauer. Again, we had substitutions as Jesse Hatch, Finn Manley, and Griff McCartan checked back in just a moment ago. Sowers has it in the paint, pump fakes once, puts it up the shot. He'll get fouled and go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. It's going to be a foul on Zane David. He picks up his first personal. It is the team's second. Sowers at the line to shoot a pair of free throws. It's the first one. He's up, and it is good. And Sowers has 11 points. He has scored all but 2 in this second quarter. We'll get one more free throw here for Sowers. This to make it 38-10, and it's a perfect trip for Joshua Sowers. 38-10 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 41 seconds left to play. Barry will have it taken away as now when River comes up with it, it is Alatni, as I got the pronunciation, so I do apologize. That shot was off the mark for Wind River. McCartan now goes to the right side. He will bounce pass it off to Jesse Hatch. Now looks inside for Sowers, who had the shot if he made the move, but couldn't get it to go in. So it is the Cody Bronx with 13.2 left to go. They're going to have this basketball. It'll be an inbound for Wade Bauer. Inbound, Griff McCartan, 12 seconds, fires it from 3. That's off the mark. Jesse Hatch with the rebound, puts one dribble on the floor and can't get the shot to go. It's going back to Wind River. 2 seconds to go. Perry for 3. It's going to be left short as it goes underneath the net. And no good. So after the end of the first half, it is the Cody Bronx 38. It is Wind River 10. Our Keel Sanitation halftime report is next right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Here's that report from Keel Sanitation.
Since 1982, Keel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Keel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Keel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KeelSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Phillies as well.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your
Distracted
feet,
driving
whether
is
you're
dangerous,
recovering from it.
but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
We continue the Keel Sanitation Halftime Report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
It's all Cody Bronx in this first half as they have a 38-10 lead on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard at the halftime intermission. The Bronx outscored Wind River 20-2 in the first quarter. Then they would outscore Wind River 18-8 in the second quarter. And that's how the two quarter scorings have gone so far in this one. No lead changes, no ties so far. Turnovers have been pretty limited with 5 for Wind River. Cody with 3 unofficially. I have Cody 16 of 27 from the field unofficially as well. They are also 2 of 4 from three-point land and 4 of 4 from the charity stripe as well. For the Cougars, 5 of 10 from the field. They are 0 of 3 from three-point land and 0 of 3 from the charity stripe as well. That is your look at your statistics of team stats in this first half. We'll take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the individual numbers next. This is Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We are back in 60 seconds.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahauchi equipment and service needs. Takahauchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahauchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahauchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Cody Bronx up in this one, 38-10 on your Keel Sanitation halftime report, as we have about 2 minutes left in the halftime intermission. And right now, we'll take a look at the team scoring. We'll start with the Wind River Cougars. They have 4 in the scorer's book. They all have 2 points apiece, with Jeffrey Strock, Zane David, Ford David, and Darian Perry all have 2 points in this contest so far. That's all the scoring that Wind River was able to secure in the first half. Actually 5, as Troy Tinza also scored. That would be your 10 to be exact. For the Cody Bronx right now, it's led by Joshua Sowers. He has 10 points. He's done all of it in the paint. And also was scoring as well. Finn Manley with 4, Parker Hine with 2, Grady McCartan with 10. You have Griff McCartan with 4, Maddox Ball with 4 points as well. Nathaniel Pryor has 2, and that is all the scoring. 7 Bronx in the scorer's book, at least in the scorer's column to be exact, in the first half. That is your Keel Sanitation halftime report. When we come back after this 60-second timeout, it is the second half, as Cody Bronx lead this one 38-10, looking to go 2-0 in pool play at the Bighorn Classic. We'll be back right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Back in 60 seconds.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station, as it is the Cody Bronx leading this one 38-10. Third quarter action about to get underway here. The Bronx are going to start with a different 5 in the third quarter. It will be Griff McCartan, Parker Hine, Joshua Sowers, Trenton Bauer, and Nathaniel Pryor, who is wearing his number 1 jersey today. As I talked to him and asked him what in the world happened. You know, sometimes players forget their jerseys. That's fine. He claims he thought he had it, so I just had to give him a hard time about that one, but it was all laughter with that. So it will be Cody Bronx basketball to start the second half. And again, the Bronx going now from right to left. The Wind River Cougars are going from left to right. McCartan has it, swings it over to Pryor on the right corner, was looking for Sowers underneath, and it will be out of bounds. It will stay with the Bronx of Cody. Pryor will trigger it in from the baseline. He will look for McCartan as it's poked away from Perry. It will stay with the Bronx. They'll just flip the side of the basket of where that inbound occurred. Pryor inbound to High. He goes baseline. Now we'll try to go underneath. We'll spin. Look. Try to kick it out. Does to Trent Bauer. He'll fire it wide open 3. He is off the mark. Sowers will go over the back, and that's going to be the case. And just a late whistle, and Sowers will pick up his second personal foul. The contest, team's first of the third quarter. 7:39 left to play. Wind River basketball on their first opportunity in the second half. Back to Wind River again. 7:28 left to play. He's the one who comes up with the rebound, and he'll bring it over the midcourt circle. At the top, we'll give that off to Hine as he skips the pass to Parker Hine. Floater off the backboard's no good. Sowers was looking for it, couldn't get the rebound. Second chance underneath. He is good, and Sowers with 14 in the contest, and the Bronx are up by 30 now. And again, this is why, like Ari was saying, if we play the Bronx way, these young guys can get a lot of opportunities tonight, and they're taking advantage of it. Ford David's in the paint. He'll give it up now to Strux. Goes over to Perry. Perry's trying to save it. He's able to do so. And it was guarded by High. Now looks for Ford David, and Wind River will turn it over. 6:31 left to play. Cougars will get it back. The inbound play for Wind River. Perry looks, gives it off now to Ford David. He'll spin around, fire it for two. It's good. Nice shot there from Ford David for the score. That was a nice little spin fader. I don't know how to exactly describe it. High for three. Can't get that one to go. Perry will secure the rebound and bring it up for Wind River. High will pick up his foul. That'll be his first personal, team's second of the quarter. But again, I love this fight from Wind River. They're not giving up. I bet they're exhausted, especially having to play a lot of that game against Thermopolis, and Perry and Hine kind of acknowledging each other there. Inbound now from Walker. It's going to give it to Perry. Perry is going to just go towards the middle with the basketball. Now he decides to go left. Perry almost falls to the ground, is able to give it away before he travels. Strux is going to fire it for three as it hits the left side and no good. Hine with the rebound now. Quickly pushes the pace over the midcourt stripe, swings it over to Trenton Bauer. Bauer cross-court it off to Pryor. He's going to fire it for three. That's good. Nathaniel Pryor for three. With 5:34 left to go, advantage right now, it is Cody Bronx at 43, Wind River 12 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Perry is going to make his way to the right side, goes behind the back as it's Parker Hine who pokes it away for the steal. Bronx have the numbers on a 3-on-1, gives it off to Pryor. Is Hine for the assist, and Pryor with 5 quick points with 5:13 left to play. Bronx are going to get a fresh 5 in. On the next whistle. A pass going out of bounds as Perry is shaking his head, and maybe a little miscommunication there on the pass. Wade Bauer checks in, and we're actually just going to see 3 Bronx check in. Sowers, Pryor are coming off, as well as Parker Hine. So it's Trent Bauer, Griff McCartan, Wade Bauer, Finn Manley, and Jesse Hatch. The 5 for Cody right now. Bauer to McCartan. Basketball getting passed around. Nice ball movement for Cody. Shots no good. Hatch is trying to save it, and he'll save it into the Cody bench. And the Bronx will turn it over. That was some good ball movement there. That little sequence that they were able to get with just no points are going to come out of it. Back to Wind River. Perry's going to make his way to the right side to Walker. Walker's looking now. Looks to give it off now to Ford David. Fakes the pump pass to one person. Now we'll give it off to... Or now they'll give it off to Perry, excuse me. Wind River going to have a substitution as Strzok is going to check in on the next whistle. Perry drives in, puts up a shot, takes a couple bounces, and it will drop in for the score. Perry now with 4. His 2 Cougars with the team high of 4 points. As McCartan's now going to give it off to Bauer. Manley looks back to McCartan. going to give it off to Manley. Going to give it off to Wade Bauer, to Jesse Hatch, and more ball movement pays off as Jesse Hatch now becomes the 8th Bronc to score in this game. And he has 2. 3:30 left to play. It has been all Cody so far, 47-14 for our radio audience on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. David to Perry, matched up there by Bauer, as there's a shot from Walker for 3. Nice answer there for the Cougars. Timeout taken by Wind River. Yeah, that's going to be just a quick 30-second timeout, which gives us a chance to thank some of our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Breadboard Sub Shop. It's your local sub shop located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody, celebrating 30 years of business. How about big thanks to Park County Glass, Allstate agent Kel Mitchell. Allstate, you are in good hands. And also big thanks to Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, Keel Sanitation, Woodward Tractor, and Canyon Therapy. For all your physical and occupational needs, visit Canyon Therapy or give them a call. Big thanks to all of our sponsors who make this possible. So the Bronx, forgot to add that 3-4. Wind River still up by 30 right now. And again, the final game of this classic is going to determine who, if this score stands, who they will take on. Cody will either take on or Powell or Glen Rock. Burlington did go 0-2 in their 2 games. So that puts Burlington automatically in that third place spot in the pool, as Jesse Hatch's shot is off the mark. McCartney's going to try to fight to save it. Throws it off of Strzok and out of bounds, and Cody gets the basketball back. So like we said, Burlington is also a weighted opponent, but they know they will be playing that third place game, which will take place after the 12:30 game. So it'll be a 2 o'clock start. McCartney again guarded heavily, gives it off now to Trent Bauer, who drives in. Gives it off to McCartan, fires it for 3. That's good. Griff McCartan, excuse me, with the score. We don't really get to say Griff's name much here on this broadcast, so a couple of times I have messed that up, and I will give him a apology later, as the Cody Bronx now up 50-17 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. A couple more Bronx getting set to check in on the next whistle. Perry to Titzump, matched up there by McCartan. Now give it off to Strzok, who's in the arc. Matched up by Bauer, and we'll get a whistle and a foul. And this appears to go against the Bronx. And they will. So they're going to give it to Jesse Hatch. Hatch will pick up his first. Team's first as well. McCartan and Bauer check out. Wind River is stacking low on that baseline. They'll give it off now to David, who will put up a shot. It goes behind the backboard, and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cougars. So again, also if the score stands, Cody's going to play at 12:30 tomorrow. Again, against the winner of Powell and Glenrock. Perry for 3 as it hits the iron, bounces back his way, but Pryor's the one who's in front of it. He will go to the left side, give it off now to Manley, now to Hatch, and unselfish play as Sowers comes up with it. A couple of bounces, and Sowers will have this shot drop in. He's got 16. Back to Wind River with 1:38 left to play. There's a swing over to Titzump, now to Atney, excuse me. And again, that name is hard to pronounce. And again, I didn't get a chance to talk with the Wind River head coach. I know we were in communications because there was confusion with this schedule as well. They had one schedule that showed them that they weren't going to play Cody, and then another schedule saying it was the case, and they ended up having their schedule correct and also my schedule correct because broadcasters got to stay on their feet because you never know what happens with games that can be changed last minute. Sometimes broadcasters are on the road trying to get there early to set up, and then it turns out that the game is canceled and they got to drive back. So sometimes those things happen. It's just how the broadcaster life goes, and sometimes we kind of get these teams a little freaked out, and that's not intentional. That's just because we were trying to make sure things happen. As Titzump shot, he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. with 58.3 left to play in the third quarter. Zum's first free throw is going to hit off the front iron and no good. Zum will get one more chance at the line. Second free throw is good. And that will get him on the scorer's book. And that makes it now a 34-point lead for Cody. They'll turn it over. And back to the Wind River Cougars as well. Turnovers are pretty low today. I only have unofficially 11 turnovers for both teams combined. That pass is turned over. That was a nice idea. Just Hatch was in the way. Hatch will give it up now to Manley. Manley drives into the paint. He'll put up the shot. No good. He'll take a second chance. And he'll put it back up and in. And Manley with 6 points on the day as well. Again, these opportunities for Cody they're having today. Final 15 seconds left here on the third quarter clock on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Perry is going to go up top. He'll fire a three. It's going to hit the back iron and roll off to the left, and it's Manley with the rebound. 3 seconds left to go. Bauer is going to fire it up for three at the buzzer as it hits the backboard. Looked good, but doesn't go in, and we are at the end of three. The final 8 minutes are coming up next after this 30-second timeout. On your scoreboard, Cody 54, Wind River 18. Back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
The final 8 minutes start now.
Getting set for the final 8 minutes here from Powell High School at the Powell Gymnasium. It's the Cody Bronx leading this one 54-18 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Looking to go 2-0 in pool play and have a matchup tomorrow at 12:30. Final 8 minutes have gone. Wind River has the basketball as they go left to right on your screen. Barry has it. It's poked away by Pryorka, is able to re-secure the basketball. Barry looking, got to get that 5-second count. Away does so. Basketball ends up with Zane David. Now to Ford David. He's going to fire for a long two as it hits the backboard and goes over the top. That'll be possession for Cody. Back to the Bronx again. Leading right now by 36. As Bauer is going to get it over to Sowers. Goes inside to Manley with a nice assist. Shot can't go in. How about a second chance? And that one will go in for Finn Manley. He has 8 as well. Two Bronx going to check in on the next whistle. With 7 minutes to go in this contest. A quick one up to this point. Not a lot of whistles. And not a lot of stoppage as well. Here's a drive in there from Strock. He'll hit it off the backboard and get it to go in. And back to Cody again. They are up right now 56-20 on our Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Sowers for 2 will get it in, and he's got 18. He's close to a 20-point game on the day, and he's taking well advantage of his playing time that he's had here in this contest. 6:23 left to play. Here is a give to Perry up the top. Now goes inside the arc. It is David now at the top. Perry will go for the cut pass. Can't get it to go, and that will be a turnover for Wind River. Unofficially their 7th of the contest. 6:09 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Again, that final game of day one will feature the Powell Panthers and the Herders of Glen Rock. Cross-court pass it to McCartan as Wade Bauer wasn't able to scare it the first time. Hatch ends up with it again. Bauer will look, trying to find somebody. Now gives it to Manley. Manley's going to pass it off to McCartan for three. It's good. Griff McCartan with another score. And Griff McCartan, I have for right now 10 points in the contest. And with that score as well, the running clock is now in effect. Perry looks in. It's going to be another turnover for Wind River. Cody outscored the Cougars 16-8 in the third quarter. We get a timeout taken by, I believe it is Wind River. I believe that is the case. I think Wind River takes that timeout. They're down to 2. It's a full timeout, so it means we'll take a quick 30. Right now on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Cody 61, Wind River 20. We're back after this right here on 103.3 The Range.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Timeout taken by Wind River. They're down to 2 as the running clock is now in effect here in the fourth quarter with 5:03 left to play. Clock will stop on timeouts. And I believe fouls as well, but I could be wrong. It is Cody basketball after the timeout was taken by Wind River after they turned it over. Hatch has it. Almost was double teamed there for a moment, but it's knocked out of bounds. And we're going to see Parker Hine check in for Cody. As Jesse Hatch will make his way to the bench with 4:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bauer will inbound it to his brother, Trent Bauer. He will look to give it up. It's Parker Hine. Takes about a 3, pump fakes it. Will drive into Manley. Manley's going to spin. Continues to scan. Gives it off now to Griff McCartan. McCartan now to Wade Bauer. Can't get that shot to drop. Hine has it. Looks. Will give it back to Bauer. Up top to Griff McCartan. It's Trent Bauer now. Bauer's going to give it off to McCartan as Wind River showing some zone defense at the moment. Trent Bauer drives in, looking, still looking to find somebody. It's going to be taken away by Strzok. After that long offensive possession for the Bronx, and comes up with empty points. Perry for 3. That one's going to be left short. It's Griff McCartan with a football pass to Parker Hine, who will left hand lay it up and in. Well, right hand lay it up and in on the left side, and Parker Hine with 4 points on the day. With 3:25 left to go. Again, as it stands right now, Cody is going to go 2-0 in pool play. Perry's shot is off the mark. He'll get a second chance, and that one is going to be deflected, but he is going to be able to go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws, and they are not going to let this clock stop on free throws as Cody picks up their first team foul of the quarter. It's going to be Trent Bauer picking up his second personal foul. So Perry at the line to shoot a pair of free throws. He has not had a chance at the line today. He does make the first. And we'll get just more substitutions in. Sowers comes in, and Hatch comes in to the game as well. Final free throw from Perry hits the back iron, no good. And it is Joshua Sowers who comes up with the rebound. McCartan over to Manley, now to Sowers. And Sowers loses control. Fight for the basketball as it comes up with Hatch. Hatch will spin in the paint. Shot can't go in. And it will end up with Cody. And we're going to get a whistle on the Bronx. Foul goes against Wade Bauer. He'll pick up his first. That is his second. Team's second of the quarter. 1:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Griff McCartney comes up with a steal. And Cody is going to improve to 7-3 on the season. Also, a big shout out to the Cody Phillies JV team. As Sowers is underneath, gets the shot to go, and he has a chance for a three-point play. And we'll wait the call, and they're going to give it to Jeffrey Strock on the foul. They will count the bucket, though. But the Cody Phillies JV team getting a win over Thermopolis. And again, the Cody JV team is participating in the varsity tournament of the Bighorn Classic. And they're going to say jump ball, and I guess they don't count the bucket. It was on the floor, supposedly. I didn't see if it was on the floor or not. That's why I assumed it was. And sometimes assumptions don't go the way you think. Back to Cody. Manley can't get the shot. Sowers with the rebound. Put back. Count the bucket this time. And I might as well just kept that score up there if Sowers was just going to get another opportunity at it. Foul again on the Cougars. They're going to give it off to, I think they just gave Strock his second personal. And these free throws might be, the one and only free throw that Sowers gets is good. And clock will trickle down with 24 seconds left to go. Again, Cody will improve to 7-3 on this season. They go 2-0 in pool play, and we'll play tomorrow at 12:30 against the winner of Powell and Glenrock. Inside pass to forward. David's shot is up, and it's going to be no good. 2 free throws are coming up for David, and with 1 second left to go, that is going to call it there. They're not going to shoot the free throws. And that's going to be the case. So that is a final here in Park County at Powell High School. It is the Cody Bronx 66. The Panthers, the Wind River Cougars 21. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout, and we'll have our breadboard Step Shot post-game show. That is next right here on 103.3 The Rage. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Gail Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Gail Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted.
The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
It is a final here from Powell High School in the Powell Gymnasium as the Cody Broncs improved to 7-3 on the season with a 66-21 victory over Wind River. This is your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show presented by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody, celebrating 30 years of business. As again, the Cody Broncs with a 66-21 victory over the Wind River Cougars. Quarter by quarter looking like this. The Broncs would outscore the Cougars 20-2 in the first quarter. They would outscore Wind River in every quarter in this contest, 18-8 in the second. Made it 38-10 after one half of play. The second half, 16-8 in the third. In the fourth quarter, saw a 12-3 outscore advantage in favor of the Cody Broncs. Team stats unofficially, I had Cody at 28 for 46 unofficially on the night. They would go 5-5 from the free throw line and 5-9 from three-point land. For Wind River, I officially had them at 50% at 9 of 18 attempts from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point land, and 2 of 7 from the charity stripe. No league changes, no ties in the contest except for 0-0 if you want to count that. Turnovers, Wind River unofficially I had it for 9 to just Cody 6 as well. Those are the team stats. As we'll coming up in about 2 minutes, we will have that individual player statistics as well. And if we do talk with that coach Jay McCartan, that we will. And if not, we'll talk to him tomorrow. So either way, we're going to get a recap of this game one way or another. So we'll take another 2-minute timeout, and coming back, we'll have those individual statistics for the players. That's coming up next after this 2-minute timeout on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Broncs and Phillies.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Broncs and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
We're back here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station, as we continue your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show, brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. Take a look at the individual statistics. We'll start with the Wind River Cougars. They were led by Darren Perry with 5 points on the day. They would have Titsup and Walker finish with 3. Jeffrey Stock with 4 points on the day, and Zane David with 2 points in the game. For the Cody Bronx, as we're trying to get some information out to the communities of Cody, and on our Facebook page, you can always check out those scoreboards brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. And for the Bronx, it was led by Joshua Sowers. And I am also going to give him our State Farm agent, Jen Talich, player of the game. And the reason why I do that is because I think he had some great opportunities with a couple of nice assists that he gave to Finn Manley in the contest. I mean, he could have been also considered. Griff McCartan was also on my list of players of the game. But Joshua Sowers finishes it with 21 points. He had to been either close or got that triple-double, or not the triple-double, with rebounds on the day. Griff McCartan and Grady McCartan both finished with 10. Nathaniel Pryor with 7. Maddox Ball with 4. Parker Hine with 4. And Jesse Hatch with 2. Finn Manley finishes with 8 points as well. That is your look at the individual statistics for the Bronx. We'll just step aside again for another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at what tomorrow looks like for Cody Bronx basketball. This 2-minute timeout is next, and we'll be back right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Wrapping up this contest here in Powell High School as the Cody Bronx again winning 66-21 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard with fun final game left of the Bighorn Classic on day one, where the Powell Panthers will take on the Glen Rock Hooters. Winner will take on the Cody Bronx at 12:30 tomorrow, and that actually is what is going to happen for Cody Bronx basketball tomorrow. Supposedly there is a championship played at 4:30 after the conclusion of the 3-seed games that take place. So the winner of the games in Cali, those 1 seeds are going to supposedly play the 1 seed winner here in Powell High School. And once we know that information, we will provide all of that for you the best way we know how. What we know is Cody plays tomorrow at 12:30. After that, we will know what happens next. Big thanks to McKenna back in the studio making things possible on the air, and for the entire Heart Mountain Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range. Have a great evening. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 with pregame starting roughly around 12:10. Have a great evening, everybody. God bless. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
The preceding has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics and 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station. Now back to Wyoming's genuine country.